Hello. I would like to present this as an educational video for the masses. I think we've all asked ourselves at some point in our life, how can I draw Tony Danza from rectangle Noah? Noah on the rectangle, Noah demo tape video box art may vary. You heard it here loud and clear. It's starring Tony Danza, the boss on the screen and the man in our hearts. Now we want to draw him because who wouldn't? Lucky for you, I've been drawing Tony Danza about as long as I've been alive. So I'm just going to show you guys step by step how to get Tony Danza somewhere where you can touch him. I'm going to be using a dirty whiteboard that has some questionable stains, but you can use any utensil you want, any drawing surface, anything that's available to you. Just don't draw on the carpet, especially something that will stain the carpet. Let's get after it. Let's take a look. I already know what he looks like when I close my eyes, but for your sake, that's what we're going to be drawing. Husky, passionate, robust man. We'll start with his shoulders. You can tell he has some broad Tony Danza shoulders. There we go. Let's get those going. To his collar, he does not have a V-neck because he's a real man. I'm kidding. For anyone who's wearing V-necks, I love you. Not in a weird way. Tony Danza way. Bring the arms down. Oh, look how massive he's like a mountain or a city block. And that, from what we've got here, his neck might be a little smaller than it is. He has a very large neck, sort of like a redwood tree. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So you want to bring your neck up. Don't make it too long. Take it seriously. Try a little. And he is a man. We'll be sure to add the Adam's apple, an exclusive feature on the human male. Those were supposed to be pectorals, but they look a little bit more like some bosoms. That's okay. We'll just keep the camera up here. We don't want to look at his bosoms and makes him shy. So any Tony Danza studiist out there will tell you he has a very defined chin line. We're going to get that going. Make sure it's broad. Make sure it screams, I want it. Put it in the bag. It's the Tony Danza chin. That's what I'd imagine it says. And he has more of a pill shape coming out of the chin. And we're just going to go ahead and round it out. There's his forehead. Tony Danza's head. I was trying to think of a shape or something to compare it to. The closest I got is like a nonagon, but it's a little too smooth up here in the uppermost corner of Tony Danza's head. So far, not too bad. I mean, that's Tony Danza, right? A spitting image. I wonder why they say that. Spitting. Why are we spitting? Anyway, we'll get his nose. I always start with the nose. Get the bridges first. Oh. Goodness gracious, I made his nose massive. Well, that's okay. He's got big sniffers. Sniff out your fear and your love, and there's the nose. Wow, he could support his whole family on that thing. That's quite the nose. That's okay though. We'll work with it. I think next we got to get his award-winning Tony Danza smile. I bet he had some great class pictures as a kid. That's a heck of a smile. I did not have great class pictures as a kid. I didn't know how to smile. I would just sort of wince. Parents would be pretty disappointed when they get that envelope in the mail with all my pictures in it. Why can't you smile? Get back in the box. All right. Get the lips. Be careful. Don't make them too big. He's a man. Dang it. Sorry, I'm getting really passionate about Tony Danza. And finally, his pearly whites. His dentist is proud. One of the few human beings who walks this earth who is considered a model brusher. His little dimples. There we go. It's not too bad, yeah. There we go. That's a heck of a smile. Check it out. I mean, let's cross-reference in here with our other Tony. Not too bad. I mean, I have geographically and mathematically mapped out most of Tony Danza's body in my head. It's just the whiteboard is not the ideal surface to really let him shine. We're starting with the eyeballs, if you couldn't tell. That come out of the sides of his big sniffer. This one here is sort of on the edge. I think he's trying to look at us to be polite, but something's going on the right. And his other eye's kind of darting over, checking it out, seeing if everything's safe. We'll just do black dots for the pupils. The human pupil is not a black dot, but go ahead. I mean, it's okay. It's really an expressionist, Wilhelminian era German expressionist sort of thing, going more emotional than physical or boring Frenchman. I think that's what that was about. I don't know. Got the bags under the eyes, make it a little more realistic. And don't forget, men have eyelashes too. Let's get those going. On the top and bottom, it's a little detail that many would miss, but not us Tony Danza eologists. We know what the man has, and the man has eyelashes. Wow. Sort of looks haunting, but attractive at the same time, just like the real one. Make sure to get those forehead wrinkles. It's very important. Now, what's missing from our Tony Danza? That's right, ears. He has very distinct, charming ears. And if you check, yes, those are not attached earlobes. He did not pick up that attached earlobe allele. Let's get that ear. I mean, if you just showed someone his ear, they would know who it is. A household symbol, those ears. There we go. I wouldn't mind having his ears, or maybe other parts of his body, or other members of his family. So we're starting on the hair. There's a misconception that hair is hard to draw. Well, it is. It's not much of a misconception now, is it? I usually try to map it out here. He has a perfect haircut. I am jealous. His hairstylist must be the best in the business, the best this side of the Mississippi. So we got the hair shape. We just need to fill it in, and let's get nice and close here. We don't want to mess up any of the acute details on Tony Danza's hair. Now, I don't want to put any pressure on you. This is just for fun, but if you do Tony Danza a disservice with your drawing, you will be brought out in the streets and quartered and fed to the mob for your sins. Well, there he is. He's never looked better. Charming, smart, Tony Danza. Well, just in case people don't recognize him, they will, but did I spell it right? I did. Well, check it out. So that there, all you kids at home, that's how you draw Tony Danza. Be safe out there.